Man, this man wrong for this shit, boy. Hey. Bro, that's fire.
Shit. Zero the Crooked. I know y'all been waiting on this here. Yeah. Shit. R.I.P. Big Mello. Screw. Mafio, Big Boo. Gator. All the fallen soldiers, man. South side, east side, west side, north side. Know what I'm saying? All my partners, all your dead partners. But shit, I still feel stressed.
I had some bitches on my line, I told them bitches get their lips.
Good.
Off that dope, where them rolls at, skin. Search for his gun, where his pole at. We on his ass where his shows at. He get away, we on his ass where he parole at.
What's happening with it, man? This your boy EP, man. Rockin' with my boy Tori, man.
You know what it is?
We back, episode 2. What's happening?
Yes, sir. It's your boy Tori. I got my boy G out here today, man. Go ahead and tell him who you are.
For sure. My name Greg Jones, aka Chef Chili Weston. They brought me here today to talk about my soul rolls.
Hey, man, for real. You got this soul roll thing. Hey, the business card. We got to just start off with the business. Hey, look. Hey, you got to get cooked. Hey, that business card, what it is.
Man.
Soul, bro, that's dope.
Somebody told me I wasn't official till I got me a business card, so I had to give me one.
So, where did the name Soul Roll come from?
Oh,
That's a pretty unique name. It got a nice little catch to it. Like, tell me where the name came from.
well, it's pretty much based off of taking what we know as soul food, you know, what we grew up with, what we know and love, that, you know, our big mama, mamas, whoever cooked, stuff that we grew up with and already knew, putting it in the egg roll. So just took the soul, mixing it with the egg roll, took the soul in the roll, and here we are, soul roll.
Oh, really?
Straight up.
How long you been doing it for?
I've been doing it since July of 2019, but officially March of 2020. So
like, did you like already have this like set in mind? Like this is like kind of something that you wanted to do already, or just you had an idea and it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it.
So initially, you know, it took all the way until my third year of college to realize that I wanted to cook. So it wasn't my first thought wasn't soul food egg rolls. It was, dang, I know I can barbecue. Everybody do barbecue. And you know, I cook soul food, but there's a lot of soul food joints down here.
Right.
And people really pick when it comes to their soul food. And then so I was thinking, you know, that kind of fell by the wayside. Then I thought about doing soul food burritos, and then for some reason that didn't click. And out of nowhere, let me put this food in the egg roll. And then so it was probably good 4 or 5 months of me just playing around with different combinations, putting it in an egg roll and seeing what works. And you know, I was doing it with, you know, a couple of my friends, you know, real close friends, and they were like, nah, I think these are the ones. And then from then on, that's where I am now.
So that's dang, like, yeah. So like backtrack like to the burrito thing, because you mentioned like the burrito. You had an idea. Like, did you actually start like making it, or are you just like?
I didn't start making it, and I know people watch this might get this idea, but you know, just know it started right here. But nah, for some reason, logistics didn't work out in my head at the time. Yeah. I'm not saying that's not something I'll venture in later on, but at the time, right then and there, it just didn't click for me. So that's why I transitioned to the egg rolls. And mind you, these thought processes were months apart. It's not like one day I said, oh, I'm going to do burritos, I'm going to do this, and then came to the egg rolls. Nah, so me having to think about all that stuff kind of made it wishy-washy in my mindset. But once I actually did the first roll and started cooking that first day, the kitchen was a mess. Food was everywhere. But the end product, it was just amazing. It's just like football. You know, you have all the blood, sweat, and tears. Right. You got the two-a-days. You got all the stuff that nobody sees. Right. And all you got is the final product, the game. So that's what I was able to correlate, you know, transition from football into putting work into my passion. And so that's what I think kind of is my motivating factor, is, you know, just having something that I really enjoy doing and you know I can monetize it and it be you know something positive for everybody to look at.
That's dope, bro. That's dope for real. Yeah. Like, so is that like the only thing you do? Like you just do that, or do you,
No,
you work outside of that as well?
No, I do have a full-time job as well. I actually currently work with juvenile kids, and so that, and also me having a side job, a side hustle, me telling them like, you know, it's one thing telling the kids like, oh, you can do it, but I'm sitting here with you, you know, for 8 hours a day, and you know, all they see is me. But you know, if I can show them like, yeah, you know, I got my business, I'm doing this, I do that. You know, I know people who do this and do that. So actually showing them instead of just telling them actually helps them like, oh snap, I never thought of that. And you know, once you can get those moments with those kids, because you know, those kids have been through a lifetime worth of.
They gotta see you doing it.
Right.
Yeah, they gotta see you doing it.
Exactly.
You just telling them it ain't gonna amount to nothing. You gotta actually be putting in the work to do it.
For sure.
Straight up, that's fast, bro.
And that was my main thing, is, you know, actions over words, because you know a lot of them do act, and so getting them to get the word part is the hard part for them. All of them are straight action. Mm-hmm. So, you know, if I can get them, if I can show them, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. Now then we can have a conversation based on what we're doing. So now we can use our words. Now we can, you know, talk through things, talk through situations where we don't have to end up back in jail. You see what I'm saying? So like, I try to use everything in my life right now to, you know, motivate me in whatever I'm doing. Because you know the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. So, you know, I'm 100% in everything I do, putting my all in everything I do.
Right, that's everyone should be doing. That's amazing, bro. For real. You kind of got me motivated right now. Let me figure out something else I want to do that I'm good at. You know what I'm saying?
Got a true hustle on here. That's the point of the podcast. Like, straight up. Like, what's a few of the obstacles that you went through? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got a point to where they damn near want to give up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what motivated you to keep going?
My first and foremost motivation is definitely my siblings. I'm the second oldest out of 9.
Oh, wow.
And so, I'm big, I'm very, very, you know, I want to be a philanthropist once I get to a point monetarily where I can just like, oh yeah, let's build this here, let's build this here. You know, where I grew up, and I grew up in Sunnyside, so, you know, I seen, you know, killings, you know, people robbing, everything I'm saying. I'm not saying I was a part of it, but like, I was aware of it, and I'm like, as, you know, growing up, as a, you know, 7, 8 year old, I'm saying like, why are we living like this? You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, you know, what can I do to help people that was in my position, that was in other positions in the same neighborhood, you know, to better themselves or to even realize that they shouldn't have to live like this. So that, you know, my siblings, you know, trying to help my community and, you know, generational wealth is definitely my motivating factors. You know, even if I don't get it, I want to lay the groundwork for where my kids can set up and like, okay, this is what my dad was doing, so let's follow him because he laid the blueprint, and you know they can keep that going. So that's my big motivating factors.
That's what's up. No, look, I got a bunch of questions, but man, we trying to try some of this. I'm trying to try some of what you talking about, man. You done top me up into this moment. Man, I think now let me go ahead and try it before I get going, because we finna.
Man, I done starved myself.
Let me see what you got going,
bro. I done starved myself all day.
Oh, then you didn't eat breakfast?
Man, I ain't eating nothing. I want a soul roll. I ain't want nothing to disturb what I'm finna bark upon. You hear me?
What's that? Soul roll. So so you've been doing, what would you say is your favorite one to cook?
Oh, that was pretty tough. That was pretty tough because I like all of them for different reasons. You know, of course, you know, I'm gonna like my best seller, my Ryan Berry, the fried chicken, macaroni and yams. I'm gonna like that one just because that's what, you know, brings a lot of the joy.
Hold on, say that one more time. You said you got what? Hold on, bro. I missed that on the menu. You said you got what?
My Ryan Berry, fried chicken, macaroni and yams.
Riding Birdie.
Riding Birdie.
We didn't get that. We didn't get that.
He said Riding Birdie.
Let me see what we did get.
So we did get.
Ooh, stop playing.
What we did get was the See Me Rolling, which is etouffee. We got the pasta oxtails and potatoes. We got the Get Your Roll On, which is boudin, and then we got Trunk Knocker, which is my spicy chicken.
Man.
Stop playing. Hold on, man. All right, hold on. Which one your favorite?
Oh,
I gotta know.
that's hard.
First one that just come to mind.
I had to say Trunk Knocker.
That's which one?
This one. That's my favorite.
Okay, that's one.
That's one of the OGs. That's what I would say my day one. I'm gonna call it my day one. So, you know, I probably have to say Trunk Knocker. And I love spicy food and I love chicken. Ain't nothing wrong, you know. Can't go wrong with that.
Go ahead
I'm finna go over here with the oxtails though. Ain't even gonna lie to you.
So this is which one? The boudin? No, that's the boudin one.
That's the boudin
No,
word?
that's the etouffee.
The etouffee?
Yes,
Which one is this
I'm
one?
finna try this
This is
etouffee.
etouffee. Hit the oxtails, hit the boudin, and hit the spicy chicken.
Man, this man wrong for this shit, boy. Hey! Bro, that's fire.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Bro, that shit hidden.
Hey, dog. Go ahead and put some home fun. Hey, you.
No.
Alright, man, you gonna do my number.
Take all
Wow, man. See how they do you? We supposed to be partners. See how they do me, man?
You said it's love, it ain't no hard feelings.
Man,
That's good for
hey,
real.
this fire.
Appreciate you, man.
Damn, here you go, Mom. I ain't get you one.
No, just stand right in front of the camera, eat it.
Man, go ahead and show what you make with it.
Y'all, look at
Bro,
this.
this is fun.
Hey, man.
What's like the time length on it? Like the maintenance.
Obviously, once I'm done with cooking all the insides, the rolling part isn't an issue. I'm saying none of it's an issue. I'm saying time wise. But what I would say is, you know, obviously oxtail's gonna take at the very least 3 hours. You know,
Right.
from the prep to, you know, the whole process. So it depends. It really does depend. In totality, if I have to make every one of the rolls, I could be cooking all day. If I start at 6 a.m., I could probably be done cooking all the stuff that I need to roll by noon, and then I have to roll. And so once I'm done rolling and frying, that whole process, you know, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. So it's really a whole day ordeal.
This how long this probably took right here?
This one right here took, probably more like 4 hours, since it was only 4 of the rolls, not all of them. It's probably about 4 hours, you know. And I'm a big believer in, you know, again, like I said, how you do anything is everything. So like, I put love into every one of them. You know, it's not like there's no, I don't feel like it, so I'm gonna let something lack. But every one of them is gonna have the same intensity, the same type of, you know, process, you know, as I did the day before.
What's good?
Oh, that's my
good,
my
though.
sauce.
It look good. I smell everything, so I don't know how to have it smell and stuff before
I
I
did
use
this on
it.
purpose. It's a little different than the sauce that I had last time.
Okay, so yeah.
I wanted y'all's first reactions, you know, live.
Yo, what's the name of this?
My original sauce is mud.
Yo.
This didn't have a name yet, so we're gonna see how y'all's reaction before if it deserves a name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we look.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the first at this.
Yeah,
What's
y'all
this
are
oxtail
first.
right here?
Those are the oxtails, yes sir. Look at that crunch.
Oh. Bro, that's
Bro, I don't know what that is, but that's fire.
that's good. Bro. I'm trying to think what it is. That spice.
Bro, it's fire, the taste, everything.
Oh.
Hey, he the truth, bro. Hey, listen to me, man.
Hey, y'all need to follow this man. We gonna put the IG and everything out later.
Damn.
Hey, these is dope, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
See? And I be skeptical on trying stuff.
You say what?
I be skeptical on trying stuff, bro.
I get a lot of people who say
You
that.
see?
It's fire.
That was the thing for me. Like, I am skeptical on trying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of like stick to what I know. But my dad always, always tell me, step outside your comfort zone. You have to try new things just so you can know if you like it or not.
Right.
If you don't, it's cool. But to say you at least tried it, and then you can't say nothing less. So.
Exactly.
That's what kind of motivated me now. I just kind of try new things, and like I said, the pandemic and everything, everybody got cell phone business. I just have the whole respect thing for it, so I try to fit in where I can and support when I can and how I can. So a little as more much as I can. So
he got my support.
Yeah,
I appreciate
He
it.
got my support.
For real.
I'm officially a soul roll member. Hey,
like, so was there? Like, do you have any, like, what is your future goals? Like, so you don't have like a food truck or anything? Like, you just do it from home and meet up with people and drive it off?
Yes, sir. Right now I am just, I'm at my home, but I definitely, for sure before the end of the year, definitely gonna have a food truck. That's what I'm pushing for, that's what I'm aiming for, is a food truck, because I know once I get a food truck, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
From there.
Oh yeah.
Just continue to go up.
It's like
a restaurant.
It's like your end goal right there?
No, it's not my end goal. It's my near future,
Short
just steps moving forward.
Couple months to, a year goal. Because I have all
No, see me think
And he got that nice little kick to it.
What do? Shoot.
But yeah, no, I have all different kinds of ideas of what I want to do, especially culinary wise, just all kinds of things that I have working on that I need to put on paper so I won't forget. Because every day is a new day, so I just constantly think of different kinds of things to either roll or how to different way to market or something I just want to do, in the future. So,
do you want to just stick with it, like soul rolls?
I'm definitely gonna expand. Okay. So right now this is my baby, and so like once my baby grows up and able to, handle, their own self,
right,
I'm gonna be good doing everything else. Start another baby, maybe have 4 or 5 more babies. Whether it's food, anything, literally anything is what I'm trying to do. I want to put my hands on everything. Right now I'm trying to be greedy. Because why not?
So like out here, man.
How did you, I'm trying to think out off the top of my head, like, so the market part of it, like, now, I mentioned earlier before this, you didn't really mess with social media. So coming to social media and having to promote your business, was it a time, obviously, I feel like it's slow promoting at first till, people start knowing what it is. Like, how was that process from, like, kind of start to, like, now?
It was definitely hard. And in this whole process, probably the top 3 hardest things, even to this day, because I'm not big on social media at all. It's not who I am, but that's how I connect to people. So like I can connect to people, that's no issue, but it's the, maybe the platform or the avenue, I'd rather have somebody's number, give them a call, meet up face to face. I'd rather do all of that than, having to post on social media. So like initially starting, I didn't know what I was doing. I was looking to my little siblings who were on social media, like, okay, when do I do this? How do I do this? Matter of fact, y'all just do this. So, I gave a couple of my siblings my password and stuff, and they was posting this stuff for me. And then I actually got a social media market, Darius D Green from. Yeah. And he helped me. Like, to this day, I definitely wouldn't be as far along if it wasn't for him. That's my dog. He for sure.
Like, for
sure helped me in that whole process of, social media and knowing the logistics, working through the algorithm, all of that stuff. So, I definitely, that's a huge shout out to him.
That's what's up. That's dope. So, like, you just stay on, so you just really you're on social media to promote your business, you kind of off of it outside of that.
Lately, I don't say lately, but during the pandemic had a high. Being at home or just trying to really see different things, how people get their followers, and see what people post that gets the most what's the word called, the most attraction. So that I kind of did a little study into myself, and then I just realized I was just scrolling, and once I realized I'm scrolling, I just get off of social media, and that was a big part of the reason why I didn't want to do social media, because I just scrolled all day, just mindlessly, and so that's why I always try to make it a point, or like even set a timer if I am going on there looking for something or whatever, try to make everything productive, exactly, diligent, for sure.
Bro, you done got me speechless now, man.
I don't know what to say, man. You asking all the fire-ass questions. Bro, I'm just intrigued because it's like, bro, this shit fire.
I think that's what it is for me. It's fire, and I don't know. It's just to see. I know him. I know him. We played ball together at HBU, so I've been knowing him for some time now. So just to see the growth from when he was at HBU till now, it's just respect, bro. Like everybody got their own hustle, and for you to stay consistent, I'm kind of learning from you. We're trying to start this whole podcast thing, so we at the bottom trying to figure it out too, but at the same time, our goal is to help people also, so it's a take and a give type of thing, but bro, like much respect to you, and like whatever further goals you got towards it, I think that's so saying, and it's black owned too, man. Black owned, like
man, you got it.
How better is that, man?
Young black man, you know what I'm saying? Handling business, bro. It don't matter. That's the brand. It don't matter what you doing. Cooks, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you play ping pong for a living. You get in the bag and you take care of your family, bro. Hey, man, you winning, bro.
What would you say for anybody who is in the making, I guess, trying to cook or find their way into food business or industry,
like the culinary business?
What would you say for anybody doing that?
Stick to it. I didn't see anybody with this before I started, but now I've seen at least a good 30 people who have soul rolls, and so it's like that kind of deterred me. It's like, dang, I thought it was unique, and then I have to realize like I am unique because I'm me, so what I'm putting out, what I do, different combinations that I have, nobody else has, for sure. Again, you see anybody with fried chicken, macaroni, and ends in a roll? They got that from me.
When I seen that macaroni cheese roll, I said, yeah, I get the name. Soul roll.
I'm gonna have me in the kitchen tonight. I can cook. I'm gonna tell you how to steak right now, bro.
I don't even like egg rolls like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's my culture.
Right.
Man, shit, I'm great one. Eat special, man. Pork chop. Put a pork chop in that motherfucker.
I'm gonna give him a couple of ideas. Hey, bro, go ahead and put this on it,
Straight up, bro.
Man, well, go ahead and drop your Instagram, man. Go ahead, do all that, man.
That's right. My Instagram is at soul_rolls_95. My Twitter is SoulRolls95, and I'm also on Facebook with Soul Rolls.
Spell it for those that be confused. Everybody spell things different.
Right.
I just spell it for them real quick.
So let's go start back at the top. IG SOUL_ROLLS_95. Twitter SOULROLLS95.
Man, we have to get these business cards out. Everything you need on here, right?
And Facebook SOULROLLS.
Alrighty, bro. Well, man, look, y'all get at that. I know y'all done seen all this good food. I'm finna chop this down, man.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
see the good food. Y'all follow the page. Hit them up, DM, man. Great prices, great food, everything's with them, man. You see how we living right now. We finna
next family function, get you some soul rolls.
Soul rolls, man.
Straight up, and I'm finna give me a nut.
Man, appreciate you coming out this podcast, bro. The first one, man, for sure.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all for having me, man.
I can't shake his hand. His food too hot.
Soul rolls, man. Yes, sir. We finna eat up. We out.